Hope you're having a great day so far. It's great to have you tuning in as always. And just about time for us to get started. So as you're ready, you set your space up. Maybe turn on some music at home if you like. And let's start to settle in. You just lie back, close your eyes, and then breathe. And as we begin this transition into the practice, a conscious shift, you take your time. Try and notice that this transition isn't one of brute force or strength. There's that subtle power, that subtle strength. We're able to guide the body into stillness. We start to direct the mind to slowing down and focusing just on the moment. And it's an important reminder that as we lie back, the stillness that we feel, the stillness that we experience here at the start of the class isn't because we're holding ourselves still. It's because we're choosing not to do anything else. We're choosing to let go of the effort. And it's the same with the mind. The mind settling, still, it isn't because we're building mental bars around it, holding it in place, restraining it from wandering around. Because what you'll notice is the more you squeeze, the more you hold, the quicker it slips away. But that stilling of the mind is because we choose. We choose to just notice the breath as it moves in and moves out. We choose to notice the sensation of the floor behind us, the air around us. It's that soft touch. Just a few more breaths, just a few more moments. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. A sense of movement. And back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Find a bit of control over this movement, coordinating it with the breath back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. You let your eyes close if they've opened. Then palms together to your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot steps back, left foot back. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening out. And exhale, you press back down, dog. You take any movement you like. Working into this first down dog. Feeling grounded. Starting to feel long from point to point. Then inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, forward fold. And inhale all the way back up. Full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. The eyes are soft. You continue with that subtle effort, getting the mind to settle here. To feel the body as it moves. Inhaling, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Left leg back. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take your time, drawing out the full length of the breath, the full range of motion with each one of the steps. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale and exhale, Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right, left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. This long line. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they open. Tadasana. Then with the big toes close, the heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. Nice and grounded. The eyes are soft as you're balanced. The torso is lifted. You squeeze the thighs. Taking a few breaths. Then exhale as you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. You draw the body long over your legs. The head hangs heavy as the tailbone tilts towards the ceiling. And once again, bend your knees, the hips sit, the arms sweep, chair pose. This time you're going to bring the arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Shift your weight forward so the heels peel. And on exhale, slide your back down imaginary wall. I'm going to sit back. Once the hips touch down, the heels lift up. Navasana, boat pose. And we're doing 3 rounds. So knees can be bent or straight. But you work to sit tall. The sternum's lifted, the shoulders are back. You feel balanced here. Then on exhale, you cross the ankles. You either hug the shins in or hands outside your hips to lift. You can always leave a foot down to help out. And lowering the hips and lifting the legs. Round 2. Cross and hug or cross and lift. Last one. Keep that sternum lifting. You don't want to start to over-engage the abdominal wall, so you start to round down. You're trying to sit as tall as you can through the torso, keeping the back long. This time you cross the ankles as you roll forward, down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Low lunge. You're going to keep that left hand on the floor as the right arm reaches up. Nice twist. The shoulders stacking, the collarbone broad. And you feel strong with your legs. That right foot pushing down, that left heel anchoring from behind. So that on your next inhale, That lifted right arm can guide you up into your high lunge twist. That right arm sweeps back. That left arm draws you forward. You get that nice wrap through the abdominal wall. Then coming back to center, high lunge. You square yourself at the top edge of the mat as we make our way into Warrior 3. Nice and smooth, shifting your weight forward. That left leg lifts. And you work to bring yourself parallel to the floor. But you feel stable. So even if that means you're lifted up a bit, not quite parallel, that's perfectly fine. Whatever degree you're at, you want to feel that you're in control. Your center point anchored over that right leg. The crown, the head, and left heel extending away from each other. Then nice and light, that right knee bends as you step back, high lunge. You set it up, and we're going to settle in. So that front knee's bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. You get that nice long line from thigh to thigh. You take one more full breath. And on your next exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. That right hand stays down as that left arm reaches up. Nice low lunge twist. And take a moment, settle those legs. So that when you feel grounded from foot to foot, that left arm just lifts you up. Coming into your high lunge twist. And remember, as you lift up, there's a tendency to kind of stay leaning a little forward. Try and get all the way up. The crown of the head feels like it's right over the tailbone. You might tighten it up. And inhale back to center. Squaring off, setting up for Warrior 3. When you're ready, shifting your weight forward. Long out over that left leg. You find whatever degree works for you. And you feel steady. You may think about rolling that right hip towards the floor just a touch, trying to level the low back. And stay in control as you step back. High lunge. And you settle in. Especially coming into high lunge from that one leg balance, there's a tendency to have all of our weight sitting in that front leg. So press back through that right heel. Pulling weight behind you so you feel strong from foot to foot. And your next exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. This time when you're set, we're going to revolve side angle, so palms together, thumbs to your heart. You fold and twist to the right. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. You can broaden, you can bind. is that active rotation of the torso. The right side rolling back. You feel that deep twist. Good, nice and easy, back to center, high lunge. Then laying that back heel, spin in as that right leg straightens out, setting up for pyramid. And on exhale, you fold forward over your right leg. The hands land wherever's comfortable, the shin, the foot, the floor. That right foot is firm to the mat. The hips are held back and up as the torso folds forward. And with your next inhale, the right knee bends as you sweep up. Warrior one. That back heel stays down. You can adjust your stance as you need, maybe widening it a bit, so you can settle in behind that right thigh. Then take the arms behind your back and lace the fingers. Nice and broad across the collarbone as you bow forward. Humble warrior. The head drapes. The torso sinks towards the floor, inside that right thigh. Keep those shoulder blades drawing towards each other behind you. Then inhale as you rise back up, warrior one. You take a breath, setting it up. And on exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, step the foot forward. High lunge. Nice long, strong stance. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. You fold and twist. You can broaden, you can bind. But work that rotation. Especially if those hands are together. Remember that trick where you push that left hand down into the right. That right elbow then pushes against that left thigh, helping you to get that top side to roll back. And inhale, back to center, high lunge. The back heel spins in, warrior one stance as you straighten out that left leg. And you fold forward, pyramid. Try and keep that right hip forward, so instead of letting the torso drift towards the right edge of the mat, you feel like you're moving straight ahead with your body. Then that front knee bends as you rise up, warrior one. Then sweeping the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. And exhale, bow forward. And remember, now we do let the torso drift over to the right just a touch. We want to avoid having the torso just rest on top of that left thigh. Instead, you want to slide past it. Eventually, in this pose, the crown of the head touches down on the floor just inside that left foot. And inhale as you rise up, warrior one. You take that breath, set it up. And exhale, hands to the floor as you make your way to down dog. And from here we're going to slide forward into plank. And we're rolling to the right for side plank. The outer edge of that right foot. You can lower the bottom knee, stagger the feet. You can always lift that top leg. Catch the knee, catch the toe, whatever you like. But you feel strong on that lateral edge. That right hand pushing down. Your hips are lifting up. So then instead of feeling like you're sagging and just pushing down into that right shoulder, you're pushing the floor away. You're then in control here. Nice and smooth, you roll back to center. And then you take it to the left. You make your adjustments. Lowering the knees, staggering the feet. Lifting the top leg, catching it. But again, you're pushing down, lifting up, rather than pressing in and hanging on that shoulder. And nice and smooth back to center plank. And on exhale, you're going to lower all the way to the floor. And once you land, you stack your hands and you take a breath. From here, we're going into locust. And we're going through the full cycle. So we start with the arms back, palms face down preferably. And on your next inhale, you peel the head, the chest, the legs, the arms up off the mat. And staying lifted, you sweep the arms forward, biceps next to your ears. And stay up as you take the arms behind your back and lace the fingers. And you draw the knuckles towards your heels, trying to lift your upper chest a bit more. And exhale. Relax. Take a nice full breath. And on your next inhale, arms alongside the body. And inhale, you rise up. Modified locust. And sweep the arms forward. Extended locust. Take the arms behind your back. Bound locust. And exhale, relax. One final round. Arms alongside the body. And inhale as you rise up. Sweeping the arms forward. Take the arms behind your back. Last one. Nice full breath, sternum lifting. And exhale, relax. And fall against the floor. And hands under your shoulders. The toes curl to float, knees float. And you do one push-up to plank. From here we're going into side plank on the right once again. So rolling to that right hand. The outer edge of the right foot. This time, once you set the edge, that left arm drapes next to the left ear for extended side plank. Nice and smooth back to center. And you take it to the left. You set that left edge and drape the right arm overhead, trying to exaggerate that line. From the right wrist down to the right heel. And back to center. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale. The right foot steps forward. Warrior two. You soften your eyes. You breathe. Nice and broad across the collarbone. Broad across the lap. And from here, we're making our transition to eagle pose. So you anchor into that right foot, and nice and smooth, you sweep that left leg, left side of the body forward. The palms come together at your heart. That right knee bends a touch as that left thigh crosses over. The left toes can touch down on the floor outside the foot. They can hover or they tuck. And you sit into it. Nice strong foundation. And then you add your arms if you like. It'll be that left elbow underneath the right. And from here, you're going to untie those arms, hands to your heart. We're making our way back to warrior two. So that left leg just lifts and sweeps you open. You set up your stance and straightening out that right leg. Reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. And inhale back to warrior two. The front knee bends. And take a breath, set it up. And exhale. Hands to the floor as you find your way back. Left foot forward. Warrior two. Don't overthink it. Just settle in. And preparing for that transition to eagle pose. That left foot's anchored. That left hand guides you forward as you sweep that right side around. Palms together, thumbs to your heart. Then that left knee bends. The right thigh crosses. The toes touch. They hover or they tuck. Then you think about binding your arms if you feel steady. Right elbow underneath the left. Cross the elbows. Twisty tie the forearms. And take your time with the transition as we make our way back to warrior two. Palms unravel, hands to your heart. And that right leg then just sweeps you back open. You set it up and straining out that left leg as you reach forward. Triangle pose. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, hands to the floor. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the right foot forward. We're setting up for side angle, so that right hand's going to the floor inside the right foot. The left heel spins in. And on inhale, that left arm just sweeps open. Nice and broad across the collarbone. If you want to wrap that top arm for your bind, feel free. And remember, if you want a bit more room, you can always rise up, placing that right elbow on your right thigh. You make the adjustments you need so that you feel that opening up, broadening across the collarbone as that right hip hugs in towards the midline of the mat and that left side rolls back. Then exhale, hands to the floor. Then you step back, plank pose, top of a push-up. We're going into dolphin from here. So you lower your forearms to the floor. Palms are flat. And the hips then spike. You can hold steady here, scrubbing the top edge of the mat away from you, opening through the underarm. Or you take your dives. Sliding forward. Bring your chin past your fingertips. And exhale, you press up. 5 breaths. One more breath. Then on your next exhale, you push into your palms to lift the elbows, down dog. Now on exhale, you draw that right knee forward, setting up for pigeon. The right knee is outside the right wrist. The left leg slides back. You can stay upright for your king pigeon variations, or you drape yourself forward over that right leg. And on inhale, you rise up to straight arms. You plant your palms as you step back, down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward, low lunge. Left hand's inside the left foot. Right heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep that right arm up. Staying broad from hand to hand. Or wrapping that top arm for your bind. Or rising up, forearm on the thigh. But again, the key to this pose, no matter what you do with the arms, or where the torso is this left hip. Noticing that it doesn't swing out behind you towards the left edge of the mat. You're squeezing it in towards the midline of the mat. Trying to keep it directly behind that left knee. That keeps you broad through the inner thigh, the adductors growing. And on exhale, hands to the floor. And you step back, plank pose. And lower your forearms as you spike the hips, dolphin. You hold steady, or you take your dives. 5 breaths. Two more breaths. And on your next exhale, push into the palms to lift the elbows, down dog. And exhale that left knee forward for pigeon. The right leg slides back. You can stay upright, or you drape yourself forward. And remember, if you're draping yourself forward, you just surrender into it. You want to let the body, the head rest. If your head doesn't quite make it all the way to the floor, you can always stack your fists. Bring the floor to you. But here in pigeon pose, when we're draping forward, we're trying to stretch some pretty deep and some big muscles in that left hip. And so the more we try and clench or pull or push ourselves, the more that joint muscles around are usually going to tighten up on us. So you just try and relax here as best you can. Just letting gravity do the work for you. And nice and smooth as you rise up. You plant those hands and you find your way to down dog. Now I'm going to take a gentle bend in the knees. Look forward of the hands, and on inhale, you float or step to sitting at the top of the mat. Your legs come through. We're going into Janu Sirsasana A. So that right leg stays straight. The left knee bends, left heel comes in nice and tight. Foot's on the inner right thigh. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold forward over that right leg. And as you fold, and you see here with myself included, this left shoulder is sitting a bit higher than my right shoulder. So I'm kind of twisted facing towards the left edge of the mat. You want to try and bring that left shoulder down. Level those shoulders with each other. So the center of your chest and your gaze is right down at that right leg. Then inhale, you reach out and rise up. You relax the arms. Then you switch sides. That left leg goes straight. That right knee bends, heel comes in tight. The arms reach up. A slight twist. And you fold forward. And again, try and get that right shoulder down. So you're level across the collarbone. Moving right out over top that left leg. Good. Inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You relax your arms. And now we're going into Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet together. The heels come in tight. You interlace the fingers outside your toes. And you fold forward. And as you fold here, you're thinking about taking your sternum, center your chest towards those big toes. There's a tendency where we kind of curl down into it. And that's a variation B. But what we're trying to do is bring the torso forward, leaning out into it, trying to keep those knees as broad as we can. Then inhale, you rise up. You bring the legs together and straight out in front. Paschimottanasana. The arms reach up, and on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, you close your eyes. Then inhale, you reach out and rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Lie flat down. You take a breath. Then preparing for our 3 rounds of back bends on the floor. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms are alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. And take a nice full breath. And on your next inhale, you push down to go up once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you push down to go up. You come down when you're ready. Whenever you're done, you just draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. Then the arms come alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You hang out right there, or shoulder stand. Toes toward the floor beyond your head. Once your hips lift, you bend your elbows, hands against the low back. And you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Then coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plop. The hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and easy, you unravel. Coming to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs are straight. The arms alongside the body. You press down into your hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. Then you just roll back, releasing the crown of the head towards the floor behind. And exhale, you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest. Nice tight squeeze. You take your arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. You release the knees over to the left. One final twist. And then back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs. Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales. More active exhales. Gently waken the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn your palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Great to have you tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.